So you bring up Mr. MNO and then you click on the three dots action button against Mr. MNO and you click on view to see the advance payments recorded. You can see the advance payments of 2,000 naira recorded for Mr. MNO. Okay, now Mr. MNO has come to use his advance payment to buy products. So how do we record that on the software? So to sell using advance payment, you go to POS sales, go to POS button as usual. First thing first, where you have working customer, you click it and then type the name of Mr. MNO to sell to Mr. MNO, making use of his advance payment. So you bring up the product, tests, product, then service staff. You can select it. Service staff is the person attending to the customer. You can select the person. Table here applies to restaurants, maybe customers sitting in different tables. You can select the table the customer is sitting. I'm just bringing this in just to show you the features that ProKeep has. So many features. Then we also have commission agents. If the customer has people that sell his products for him on commission, people sell his products for him and he pays them commission, there is room there to select the commission agents so that the commission agents will be paid their commission on sales. Just bringing that in. So you want to sell to Mr. MNO from his advance payments. He paid 2,000 naira, but he has come back to buy 3 pieces of the product. That's 3,000 naira. He made payments of 2,000 naira in advance. He's coming back to buy products worth 3,000 naira. So how do we record that? You go to multiple pay and then you type in the 2,000 naira Mr. MNO paid and then you select payment method as advance. Payment method as advance. And the payment account is considered as cash account by the system. So if you scroll up, you see that 1,000 naira is pending for Mr. MNO to balance the company and pick his products worth 3,000 naira. So how do we record that? You click on add payment row and then the system will bring up the balance and you select how Mr. MNO is paying for the balance. Let's say it's by POS into pay POS. So you select POS card payment or pay and OP account will be automatically selected by the system, and then you can put a note there that Mr. Emino came and utilized his advance payment and bought some products. So if you scroll up, you'll see that the due balance is 0, meaning you have captured the total 3,000 naira, and then you can finalize payment. So the system is going to wipe the 2,000 naira advance payments from Mr. Emino and then send 1,000 naira to OPay POS account. So you finalize payment. Okay, we also have a situation that a customer makes advance payments and then he comes back and says that he's not going to buy products up to the amount. Maybe he made an advance payment of 3,000 naira and then he comes to buy products worth 2,000 naira, which is less than 3,000. Let us see how that happens. We are still going to use Mr. Emino. So first thing first, we have to record the advance payments. Let's say, for example, Mr. Emino has come again to make an advance payment. I'm sorry. We go to contacts, go to your menu, then you go to contacts. You search for MNO, Mr. Emino. It comes up, and then Mr. Emino is giving us let's say 3,000 naira advance payments. 3,000, and it is cash. It is cash. Let's select payment account, advance payment 3,000 naira by Mr. Emino, and then you record that and you save. So Mr. Emino has come to use his balance to buy products, but he wants to buy products of just 1,000 naira. So you click on POS to sell to Mr. Emino, and you bring up Mr. Emino as a customer. Then the product is buying. The product is buying. It's a test product. Oh, we do not have test product again on the system. We have sold all the stock that we have. You can see the system is saying out of stock. So the business owner has to buy more products, more test products to be able to sell. Okay, let's go out so that I show you something. When we listed the product, we said the reorder quantity is 5. So we've sold the product all. So let's go to the dashboard and see our list of products about finishing, product stock alerts. You can see test product there is amongst the list of products that have finished, asking for restock. We have 0 pieces there. So let us buy more products, more test products. So when you buy new stock of products, what you need to do is to add purchases. So let us seize that opportunity to add purchases to test products. We have gone to the market and we want to buy 5 more. Test products. So you go to the menu and then you click on purchases. When you want to add new stock that you have bought to the store, you go to purchases, then you click on add. So the system is just filling the forms. So supplier is very compulsory. So what you do is you add the name of the supplier. Click on the plus sign there and you add the name of the supplier. Let's say the company is WER Enterprise. WER Enterprise. The phone number of the seller is compulsory, so you put the phone number of the seller and then you save. Next time, if you buy from Mr. WER Enterprise, you don't need to add the supplier again. Simply click the field there and type the name of the supplier. It will come up. So the next field to add purchases is the date of purchase. So you can select the date appropriately. Then we have purchase status. We have received, we have pending, and we have ordered. Received means you have received the product from the seller into your shop. Pending means the product is on transit. Ordered means you have just ordered for the product. So we assume that we have received the product from the seller into the shop. So we click on received. If you're operating several business locations, you select the business location. But if you are using one business location, the business location is automatically selected for you. So since we have received the product, you forget about these due dates. If the product was on transit, we would have, if the product was on transit, we would have selected the due dates, the date that we are expecting the product. So the next thing is attach documents. You can, if you want it, you can click here and then you snap the invoice from the seller. Snap the invoice from the seller and attach it there. Then at this point the system is asking you to input to bring up the product that you want to buy. So we want to buy 5 pieces of test products, and the product is here. If you can see the screen, current stock is 0 pieces. So we want to buy 5 pieces more. So we put 5 there and click a blank space for the system to calculate. So you will see the product quantity we want to buy. You see the unit cost 500 naira, no discounts from the seller. Then the total 500 naira times 5 pieces that we want to buy is 2,500, and the profit margin is 100%. So the unit selling price is still there. So at this point in time, this is the time that you can change the cost price of your product. If you went to the market and the price changed, this is the place that you come and change the price. Let's say assuming the cost price has changed to 600 naira, you change it there, and maybe the selling price, you can change your selling price to something else. Let's just demonstrate it. 1,500 naira. The system will calculate everything for you, and then you forget about all this shipping, all these details. The total purchase is 3,000 naira for the 5 pieces. So if you have made complete payment for the purchase, you copy this 3,000, this total amount for purchase, you copy it and paste it where you have advance balance. That is, if you have made complete payment for the product to the seller, you put the amount there. If you made part payment to the seller, maybe 2,000, you put it there so that the system will count the balance against you, that you are owing the seller 1,000 naira. If you never made any payments for the product, you put 0 there so that the system will count against you that you are owing the seller 3,000 naira. So in this case, we want to assume that we have made complete payments for the 5 pieces of the product. So we put 3,000 naira there, and then please note the way we structure this system for accountability. When you have payment method for purchases has to go to purchases account. It has to go to purchases. So you select purchases as payment method, and the system will select purchases account as payment account. Why do we do this? Because in many companies, the employees do not have access to check their balances in the POS account and the personal account or business account of the business owner. So we set the system so that the POS account and the cash account are strictly for sales, for account reconciliation purposes. So you don't move purchases to cash account or POS account unless the money came from there. Because there are instances that the business owner will go and do purchases, you wouldn't know the account is transferring the money from. That's why we we create the purchases account. So you route all your purchases to the purchases account. So we have selected that, and you can see payment due is 0, meaning we have made complete payments for the product, and you click on save. That is how to add purchases. That is how to add new stock to your products. That's how to add new stock to your products after listing the product using the initial add opening stock feature. So let us go and check products and services and see if we now have enough products, enough test products to sell. You can see we have 5 pieces of the product now. So Mr. MNO has come back to buy from his money. So let's go to POS to sell. Let's go to POS to sell. So you bring up Mr. MNO. Mr. MNO, you bring up the product that he wants to buy. So Mr. MNO wants to buy just one piece of the product, and that's 1,500, whereas he deposited 3,000 naira. So how do we handle that? So we go to multiple pay. Go to multiple pay, and we type the advance. You can see the advance balance of Mr. MNO showing there. So we type 3,000 naira there because we want to pay from his advance balance. So where you have payment method, you click on cash and then you select advance. You can see something has happened. Something has happened. Mr. MNO gave us 3,000 naira, but he has come to buy products worth 1,500, less than the 3,000. So we have to return change to Mr. MNO. That's why the system is showing the 1,500 naira change to be returned to Mr. MNO. So you finalize the transaction. That's the receipt. And then you go to your cash drawer and you give 1,500 naira change cash to Mr. MNO. So we have learned how to add opening stock, how to sell, how to add purchases, how to add new stock. So let us look at how to record our expenses. How to record expenses. So to record your expenses, you head to the menu button and you go to expenses. And you click add. So you select the location. The next one is expense category. So what are you spending on? Let us say transport, and then the dates that you made the expense. Then you have expense for. If the expense was for a staff, you can select the staff name. Expense for contacts, if the expense was for a customer or for a supplier or commission agent, whoever, you can select the person. Then the receipt for the expense, you can click here and snap it. Then the amount for the expense, let's say is 2,000, okay, 1,000 naira. You spent 1,000 naira, and then if you made complete payment for the expense, you type the complete amount here. If you made part payment like 500, you type it there. If you did not make any expense if you did not pay for the expense, that means you are owing the service provider, the person that carried you on transport. And you can put 0. It will count against you that you are owing the transporter or the bike man or the keke man. But if you made complete payments for the transportation, you put the complete amount there. And then how did you make this payment? Was it cash payment? So in this context, we route the expenses to the purchases account. The purchase account is like the account of the MD and CEO of the business, so that the POS account and the cash account will be strictly for sales. They are sales accounts, so that we can balance the books for the day, as we are going to see. So let us say the expense was paid from the purchases and expense accounts. Then you can type the description of the expense, transport to market, and then you save. So to check the expenses, you go to the menu button and you click on expenses. Click on expenses. That's where you have the list of your expenses. You see the date of the expense, the reference number, the expense category. That's what you've spent the money on. The payment status, if you made payments, the amounts, and the person that recorded the expense. The same thing happens to purchases. Let me show you how the purchases are recorded. So you go to your menu button and click on purchases, That's where you see all your purchases recorded. Like the one we just did, you can see the reference number, you see the date of purchase, you see your business location, you see the supplier that sold the product to you, you see the purchase status, if you made complete payments or not, you see the amount. So we have done the sales, we have done purchases, we have done expenses. So now as a business owner, okay, now since we have been able to add stock, we have done sales, we have done purchases, we have done expenses, then as the business owner, you can now stay anywhere you are and you see your business wherever you are, even from home, and you can track what's happening. So as the business owner, you log into your dashboard and you go to your dashboard where you will see what has happened to your business for the day, and you can see very clearly that you have had sales of about 11,500 naira for today, and there is no invoice due. You have had total payments of 11,500. That means no customer is owing you. Then you have net sales, 10,500. Net sales means total sales minus expenses. We spent 1,000 naira on transport. So that's the reason you have 10,500 naira as net sales. Then on your dashboard you will see the graphical representation of your business. The day that you really sold, the day that you sold little, the day that you sold somewhat much. Then you see your debtors list that we have seen before, the customers owing you, so that you can follow them up. Then you will see your stock about to finish. You see the stock about to finish, the name of the product, your location, and the current stock. Then you will see your products that are about expiring, the name of the product, your business location, the stock left, and the day it is expiring. And this summary is based on today's summary, so you can check the summary for yesterday, you can check your business reports for last 7 days, last 30 days, this month, this year, anyhow you want to check your business reports. So then after close of business for the day, your cashier needs to balance his or her book. Bookkeep is not just to record transactions. Bookkeep is not just a calculator. It's not just to record transactions. You need to balance your books. What you started with in the morning, what you have sold, and what is remaining. So how does your cashier balance? So to balance your books, you click on the POS button. Then second to the last button to the right will give you register details. This register details shows you the summary of transactions done for the day. assuming you close your register the previous night. The register shows you the cash that your teller has received for the day as the cash that your cashier has received for the day. Then you can see the advance payments recorded. Advance payments, then you will see that 1,000 naira has gone to OPay POS, and you will see that 2,000 naira has gone into MoneyPoint POS. So you open your MoneyPoint POS app and you confirm that actually 2,000 naira has gone into the MoneyPoint POS account. The same thing happens to POS card payments. So you confirm that the cash at hand in the shop after close of business is 2,500 naira as shown by the register. If the cash in hand, if the cash in the shop is the same as what you have on the system, 2,500, and the POS money is confirmed correct, the MoneyPoint POS money is confirmed correct, and the total is confirmed correct, then you know that everything is balanced and you close your register. Another place for you to reconfirm, to double check your balancing, is to go to payments account. So let's go to payments account. So you click on menu and you go to payments account. Please, when you see this right up in red, it means there was a transaction done, but the payment account was not linked, was not connected to the transaction. So the money is hanging. So you click on view details and you click on the dates and filter by this year, and then click on all and click on none to bring up the transaction not linked to any account. And this is a sales transaction, so you click link accounts. Let's link it. Link it to that account. You need to link all those transactions before you start your balancing so that the money will drop into that account. So let's refresh again. You won't see that red right up again because we have dropped the transaction. So let's go to payments account. So the payments account will show you the money received into those accounts for the day. So this means that cash account has received 7,000 naira. So your cashier should give you 7,000 naira. And that your MoneyPoint account has received 3,000 naira. Check it. And the OPay has received 1,000 naira. So you confirm this money. If everything is correct, your cashier can close the register. So this is the 1,000 naira that we gave as change to the customer. Should have been routed to the cash account. So let's correct that. Click on GTB and funds transfer from GTB to cash account. Remember the 1,500 that we gave to Mr. Emeno as change. It did not drop into any account. That was the money we dropped. We just dropped now. So it went to the wrong account. That's why you want to transfer it to cash account. You click on save. So let us use this opportunity. Okay, let's go to closing of register. If you confirm all the money and the physical is the same as what you have on the system, you can come to the last button here. You click on POS, come to the last button here, and then you close register. You close register. You can give summary of your balancing here, and you close register. But before we close register, let us look at sales return. Sales return. The customer bought products from you and he is returning the product to you. Let's see how to handle that. So let's pick one of these products. Let's pick one of these products and demonstrate that. Okay. 0130, invoice 0130. This customer has come back to return some products. So what you do is you go to the invoice. You can search for the invoice here, then locate the invoice, then you click on the three dots action button here, and then you scroll down. You will see sell return. You click on it. This customer bought 3 pieces of the product, so he's returning 1. So you click on return quantity and you put 1 there. Click elsewhere for the system to calculate it, and then you save. So the customer has returned the product to you. So the product will be added to your stock on the system because the product has been returned physically to your shop. So the next thing is that you have to return the customer's money. So you have to return the customer's money physically and on the system. So you click on your menu, you go to POS sales, then at the top you will see sell return. You click on it and you locate the transaction. So you locate the transaction. The transaction is the one at the bottom. So you scroll, you will see due it means you have not returned the customer's money to the customer. So you click on due, and then you click on add payments, and then you select how you want to return the money to the customer. If you are returning the money by cash, you select cash there. If you are using your POS to transfer the money to the customer, you select the POS. Let's say we are using cash. So cash is selected. 1,000 naira is going to be deducted from your cash accounts, and you return the 1,000 naira to the customer. So we save. That's how to handle sales return. Customer has bought and he has returned part or all of the products. You return it on the system, return the money to the customer physically, and also return the money on the system. So let us also look at purchases return. You have bought from the seller and maybe some have gone bad and you want to return them. So let us go to menu and you go to purchases to locate the transaction. Let's say the last purchases that we did, we bought 5 from WER Enterprise. So, and maybe let's say 2 of the products got bad and we had to return to the seller. So you locate the products on purchases and click on the 3 dots here, and you scroll up, you will see purchases return. So you click on it. You can see we bought 5 pieces of this product from the seller and we want to return 2. We want to return 2. So we put 2 here and we click a blank space. The system will calculate it, and then we click on save. The product will be taken from the stock because we are returning the product to the seller. So when you return the product to the seller, you are going to get your money back. So how do you record the purchases return to show that you have collected the money back? So you go to purchase return. How do you get there? You click on the menu, click on purchases, and then you will see purchase return at the top. You click it, then you locate that particular transaction. You locate that transaction, you will see due here, so you have to get your 1,200 naira from the seller. So we assume the seller has paid the money to you, so you click on due, and then you click on add payments, and then please, for purchases return, you select the payment method as purchases so that the money will go to the purchases account and you do not tamper on these sales accounts, the cash accounts and the POS accounts. And then you save the transaction and your purchases account will be credited from the money the supplier has returned to you. So let's go back to closing of your register. At the close of business, your cashier will click on POS button, and then he or she would balance his or her account. If everything is complete, everything is correct, then he can click close register and close the register for the day, and work is balanced. So as the business owner, you don't just rely on the cash or the money you have received, the cash you have received. The most important part of this software is to confirm your stock. You need to have a stock manager if you can, because if somebody sells and he does not record on the system, the only way that you can find out is to check your stock every day. So you need to have a stock manager that checks all your stocks every day. Even if you have 1 million products, you can divide it and be checking bit by bit every day to unravel any sales done without being recorded. So how do you check your stock as a business owner? Let's go out. As a business owner, you can go to the menu button and you go to report. This is where you see the reports of your business. You click on reports and you click on stock to see your stock. So the system is going to show you your stock by purchase price and your stock by selling price. Your potential profit is the profit you would make assuming you sell off everything in your shop, and your profit margin tells you the profit that you make per product that you sell. So beneath you will see all your products in your shop, the products there in your business location, the cost price, and the current stock for each of the products in your business location, and the stock value by selling price. So this is where you check the stock of each product. Your stock manager will go around and check the stock for each product and then confirm with the physical. That's where you know if somebody has sold but has not recorded on the system. The shortage will show in the stock. So this is the filter button. You can check, you can filter the information by category, by brand, by unit, by dates. Maybe for today, for yesterday, last 7 days, for 30 days, for this year, and so on. So another thing you can check on the reports of your business is the sales for the day, sales for the week, sales for the year. Just go to reports, click on sales, then you will see all the products that you have sold for the day, for the week, for the year. You will see the products, and then you will see the dates they were sold. You will see the current stock. You will see the total quantities of products sold for each product and the amount. So another business report you can check. Click on reports. You can check your profit for today. You can check your profit for the week, profit for the month, profit for the year. So you select the business location here, then the system will bring up the profit you have here is profit for the last 7 days. So if you need the profit for today, you click on today. you will see the profit you have made. So what we have done so far, we have been able to make gross profit of 5,400 and net profit of 4,400 because we spent 1,000 naira on transport. And this thing is going to give you the summary, total sales, and then total purchases, total expense. Then the system will also give you the products, the profit for each product. You can see the profit here and the profits we have made from selling this product today. Let me filter this so that you see. Okay. Okay, so this is how the system will show you your different products and the profits you make for each product in your shop. Payments. Okay, you can check your expense reports and so on. You can, as the business owner, you also have the ability to create invoice for your customers. The customers that say you should send invoice to them. So you can come here, click on the menu, click on invoice and click on create invoice, and you can create invoice for whoever. Put the name of the customer, the dates, bring up the products, and then you can save and send the invoice in PDF to the customer's WhatsApp or email or whatever form. So okay, let's look at payments account, what is inside there. You can view your balance sheets here. At the top, you click on balance sheets. You will see your assets and liabilities of your business. You see the trial balance there. The software is an accounting software too. You see your trial balance. And you see your cash flow statement. There are some investors that need the cash flow for them to invest in your business. You simply export it and send it to them. What else? Okay, campaign. This is where you send bulk SMS, bulk email to your customers. You can send SMS or you can send email to your customers telling them about your product offers, and all of them will receive the SMS and email, and they can come and buy from you. So many features. Let's go to wallets. You also have a virtual bank account for Prokeep that customers can transfer money in here, and then your cashier can confirm the money without calling on you. Your cashier can confirm that the money has entered the Prokeep virtual account without calling you, and the money will be transferred to your personal or business bank account immediately. So, which other features? So many features. so many features. We have the booking feature that your waitresses in your restaurants can take orders from the